Hey, what's going on, you guys? So I wanted to give you a basic how-to on how to foam roll. I know some of you out there probably already know how to foam roll and everything else. Well, maybe I could show you guys something that you didn't already know. And for you beginners out there that do not know how to use a foam roller, well, this is the perfect video, okay? So you can get foam rollers in any size, any shape, any form. This one right here is one of my favorite. It's 2-in-1, so this one's just like a solid foam, okay? So it's kind of soft and everything, helps mold. If you want something that's more aggressive, now this one has a PVC pipe inside of it, and then it has this foam grip around it and everything else. It looks harsh, but it's actually pretty soft. What's going to dig in is the pipe part of it and everything else. So you can basically kind of pick your comfort zone here. I know I like to use the more aggressive one, but I also use this a lot more, and I need a little bit more force to dig in and get the muscle loosened up and everything else. And you guys watching us out there might be asking yourselves, why do you foam roll and why do you need to foam roll? Well, I think it's very important to get that muscle loose and warm, and this is a very good way to get that activated before doing any of your dynamic stretches, static stretches, ballistic, whatever. So this is a good way to get the blood in there a little bit more passively, but all in all and deep, okay? So I like to do that, one, because it does get in there nice and deep, okay? It takes me a little bit to warm up. I come in, I work out very first thing in the morning, so my body is actually very cold. It's not all the way awake yet and everything else. Well, this is a fantastic tool to get me awake, get me moving, get me mobile so much faster. And it's proven in my workouts. And I mean, it's something that I do every single day, sometimes even twice a day, not just in the morning, but sometimes at night as well. That's just because I do beat myself up pretty good. I need to maximize my recovery. This right here is going to maximize recovery and everything else. And that's why I'm making this video for you guys. I want you guys to be able to see how to use it and know how to use it so that you can maximize your recovery efforts and your workouts and everything else. But with all that being said, you guys, let me go ahead and show you how to use the foam roll. Okay, guys, so now I'm going to show you how to begin. I like to begin with my thighs. My personal preference. I know a lot of people like to begin with the posterior chain. I usually finish with the posterior chain and everything else. So either way, I'll try to make this quick and as simple as possible. So one, I do like using the 18-inch just because I can isolate one thigh, one muscle group at a time. So I use them either way. As you guys can tell right behind me, there's a 36-inch and everything else. So you can hit both thighs at the same time, and you can be a lot wider and you have more room to maneuver and everything else versus being as precise as this foam roller. Also, I do like how aggressive the PVC pipe is and so on. But besides the point, let me show you guys just a basic roll on top of the thigh here. So what I'm gonna do is start the top of my knee and roll back and forth and then up to the hip flexor here as well. So here we go. I'm right here and I'm just gonna kind of roll nice and easy back and forth like so, just like so, to the hip flexor and then back up, just like that, okay? Now, that's the top of the thigh. You're gonna wanna hold and keep the foam roller where you're feeling, we'll say the tightest, most sore, that needs to be worked out and loosened up. That way, it helps slowly release and relax the muscle by holding pressure on it. Let me show you that right now, but I'm gonna show you how to do that by rolling the IT band here. So, same way, I'm gonna start right here at the knee, and I'm gonna roll nice and slow. Now let's say I'm really tight right here. What I'm gonna do is just gonna sit, I'm gonna hang out until it slowly starts to roll out and loosen up, okay? So let's say it loosened up. I'll go down to the hip. I like to roll into the hip a little bit and go back and forth like so. So here we go, and in full speed, back and forth, just like that, okay? Nothing crazy, pretty straightforward. And then I'll show you guys again here real quick. One more which is going to be my groin adductor area on the inside of my thigh here. So I take this, place it like so, start at the top of the knee just like everything else, and I will roll in and out like so. Okay, I see that my arm is in the way. I'm sorry, guys. Don't really know how to get you a good angle of that. Not that you guys want to see a good angle, but rolling in and out like so. All right, so that is the front and both sides. Now I'm going to show you how I do the posterior chain. So same thing really, but I like to start up at my neck. So here we go. All right, I'm here. I like to get the foam roller up and in my neck first. So I'm here, just like so, and I just kind of hang out, just like that. And let the foam roller kind of just get me loose, and then from here I'll push into it and I roll. So I'll hit about this much of my back, so upper back right now. So I'll just roll my upper back into it, back and forth. Nothing too crazy. Now, I spend a lot more time loosening up than what I'm showing you guys, but this is just a basic how-to, breaking down the muscle groups on how I get them loose and get them warm, okay? So we get the upper back, okay? I'm gonna lean up, and then from here, I'm gonna roll this to my lower back, okay? Like so, if you guys can see it, okay? And I'm gonna roll nice and easy. Now this is me getting my hips, all right? Once I get my hips going, then I slowly sag and I roll back and forth down my lower back, okay? So nothing crazy there. So there's that. From there, basically two more muscle groups, hamstring and calf. All right, so here we go. We're here. You guys can see the foam roller. And I'm gonna put my hamstring on it. Kind of same thing, you guys. So I'm gonna do, start by the knee, hold myself up, just rolling it out nice and easy, like so. And then I'm gonna work my way slowly to my hip. Kind of the same thing as my quad. Work up to the hip, get it about here. And then I like to let my hip sag over it, get it loose, let it mold around the foam roller, honestly. So, yeah, just like so. Not too bad. Just getting it loosened up, rolling her out, having fun with it, you know? Just like so. Yep. And then from here, we'll move on to your calf, okay? So if you guys can just scoot a little bit, so you guys can see this a little bit better, okay? So I'll start at the ankle. I don't need a lot of weight on this one. I'll roll my ankle for a minute. I'll go side and the inside. And what I'm gonna do is slowly work my way back. So I'll kick it over and I'm slowly just working my calf muscle out, like so, okay? And then I'll roll it up a little bit closer and I work myself up into the knee. So if you guys have noticed, now this is my preference, I like to start at a further extremity joint, okay? So as you guys saw with my thigh, I'll start furthest away at the knee and work my way back. As you guys saw with my calf, I'll start at the ankle and work my way back, okay? So nothing crazy and everything else. Now, don't get me wrong, I'll do both sides. I just gave you guys a rough tutorial on how to do all those. There's also some ways to roll out your shoulders, upper back a little bit better, and I'm gonna show you guys right now how to do that. All right, guys, so last but not least, I'm gonna show you guys how to roll out the front, side, and rear delt, okay? Now, I'm gonna use my cable crossover machine. You guys can use a wall, pillar, even the floor and everything else. I like to be standing when I do this because I feel like I can apply the more appropriate amount of pressure while being able to like turn and pivot a lot easier than I do on the floor. But what I like to do is take this guy out of here. There are massage balls available. Another really good one is a lacrosse ball. That's one I like to use in everything else for front, side, and rear delt. All right, but let's say that you guys just bought a 2-in-1 foam roller like so. One's more aggressive, one's a little bit more gentle. This being the more gentle one, all you got to do is put this up against whatever surface you decide to use and just simply roll like so. If you guys feel more discomfort in certain areas, again, just go ahead and hold, push into it, okay? Once that loosens up, then we can go on to the side. So I'll try to like show you guys a little bit better there. So this is me doing my outer and side delt, just like so. All right, and then once, same thing, feel a little bit of discomfort, hold. Once it releases, go ahead and roll it out. We got good blood flow. And last but not least, we will get the rear delt. So what I do is I kind of just drop it in behind it like so. And you guys can see it's behind my delt. And I'll just roll, and I'm going to apply the proper amount of pressure. And once again, let's say I find some discomfort, I hold, okay, it released. It never actually releases that fast, but let's say it does. Roll it out, okay, I'm good. Everything's loosened up. I'll do it to both sides. That's more upper body days, but I actually do like to do that for squat just because of, you know, bar placement and getting my hands and whatnot onto the bar comfortably to be in better position. But that's why we're doing this, you guys. That's why we're foam rolling here. Not only is it going to create a more flexible muscle, but it's going to strengthen the muscle because a flexible muscle is a strong muscle. And that's really what we're trying to do. So I don't want to sit here and preach, you have to foam roll, you have to do this, you have to do that. These are all recommendations, okay? This is something I do, this is something I practice every single day, and it's helped me tremendously. It's a fantastic way to recover, it's a fantastic way to get warmed up, and it's a fantastic way to optimize your performance. That's why we're doing this, okay? If you guys take the extra step to warm up, cool down, and everything else, you're only optimizing and increasing your chances of getting bigger, stronger, faster, or just overall wellness, okay? You guys can just use this as, you know, your average Joe every day. I just want to be loose and feel okay. Yeah, you don't have to lift and all that, or you could be a runner, you could be a cyclist, you could be anything. It doesn't matter. I mean, this benefits everyone and anyone from beginner to expert. And that's why I'm just trying to show you guys the basics. I want to, you know, and hope that this video helps by explaining each little muscle group. You know, I try to keep it very basic, very short, and to the point. Just because, you know, I could overwhelm you guys and talk about this all day long. But, you know, I hope the video helps you guys. I appreciate you all watching and everything else. If you haven't already, please subscribe here to the channel. If you haven't already, please follow me at Paul Yeoman on Instagram, and please follow the gym here at _basement gym. And again, I appreciate all the support, and I appreciate you guys watching. If there's anything else you guys want to see, you want to hear, you want to listen to, feel free, reach out. I'll be getting it all out to you as soon as possible. And again, you guys, thanks for watching.